It's time now for our headline roundup. Let's bring in the host of The Brett Cooper Show, Brett Cooper herself. So great to see you tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
First up, CNN went loco on New Year's Eve. They even told some trans jokes.
Where's the best place to meet a man in 2026?
Oh, really? Well, where's a good place to meet a man? I'd say in the ladies' room.
Then Andy Cohen suggested a new job for Stephen Colbert after his show gets canceled.
Well, what do you say to people who want you to run for office?
Don't you like me? Why would you want me to do that?
Right.
What a cruel thing to wish on anyone. Then guys like me would make fun of you.
Right. Everything would be flipped.
So I don't know what to make of this, Brett. Is CNN getting some common sense, getting a sense of humor, or what?
I think they're getting a sense of humor. I think they've realized that comedy is back if they've seen anything over the last year. We're having fun on social media. We're making fun of everything, which is how it should be. That's healthy. But I appreciate Colbert being honest, at least, because he's rich. He's a celebrity. He already has a podcast. So why else would he need to run for office? Like, I feel like that's what all politicians want these days. They want to make money. They want to scam the system. So I think he's already made enough money for that.
Yeah, so you took that as a pretty Sherman-esque no. I took that. I just assume all these people always think that they should be they love power.
That is true. That is true. But I do feel like in his position, he feels a great sense of power already because he feels like he owns the airwaves, even though he's, being canceled. So I feel like he already is in a position where he feels like he can drive the narrative and move culture around. So maybe he's sitting pretty where he is.
But he's going to have to find new work at some point. Okay, next up, nobody likes paper straws. They get soggy, they lose their firmness, and they turn into mush. Well, if you live in Florida, there's hope. State officials are moving to ban them altogether. The bill cites studies that show paper straws contain harmful chemicals, which may pose potential health risks. So is this good news? Is this government overreach? What do you think?
All right, well, I hate paper straws, so I am happy if we get rid of them. But I do want to say, they're citing health concerns here. I feel like they're throwing a bone to the MAGA movement in Florida. But this is kind of disappointing to me because they're citing concerns about chemicals. Meanwhile, House Republicans are slipping something into our new spending bill. It is Section 453, I believe, which would give immunity to huge pesticide companies. I think it would cover 57,000 different chemicals. And these are chemicals that have been linked to cancer and Parkinson's and infertility. And House Republicans are just slipping it in, which feels like they're giving the middle finger to MAHA. And so while I am excited about getting rid of paper straws, and I hate them, I think any girl who enjoys her iced lattes every day wants them gone. But it feels like this is a bigger issue that we should be talking about if we're concerned with the chemicals and that sort of thing.
Right. Well, and it seems like we'll never get rid of the capture of Congress by big industries. Okay, and finally, RIP to the chicken finger. And farewell to the beloved hot dog. We all love a good dog. According to the Wall Street Journal, little Tommy wants sushi instead. Raw fish is replacing pizza parties, and parents are going broke. One New Jersey sushi chef said, quote, "I see omakase customers as young as 6 years old. The parents say it's a reward for finishing their homework." Brett, when did you have your first sushi?
Okay, I actually had my first sushi at a very young age. We had a Bilo grocery store at the bottom of the mountain where I lived in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I would go in and I would have a Philadelphia roll. But this was not like high-end sushi. This Wall Street Journal article is saying that these kids, that they're spending $150 a plate. These were like $3 sushi rolls from Bilo. So I think my taste was where it should be as like a 6-year-old. But I hope that Trump reads this headline and goes, oh my gosh, okay, we need to make sure the economy is top-notch. We need to make things work for these families because they're going to go broke if they keep feeding these kids this. It also feels like a bunch of maybe first children or spoiled children because I think by the time I came around, I was the 4th child in my family. My mom was not spending $150 on a dinner for me. She was like, you're going to eat what you get. You're going to have the leftovers. I'm too tired. I've had too many children. So
yeah,
I'm just thinking maybe it goes back to parenting.
We all knew you were an early achiever. but it was gas station sushi that you were eating. So I don't know if that really counts.
Exactly.
But it also does kind of sound like a first world problem. I don't think that your regular normal person is sitting around going bankrupt eating sushi. But we appreciate.
No, not at all.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.